So in today's video, I'll be discussing with you what happens in a consulate interview and what actually happened when I gave my consulate interview for L2 visa. So basically, it's not something which you have to be scared of, but definitely it's your final step to getting your visa. So whatever visa that you have applied for, this is the final step of having it. And so most of us, we are a little scared of what will happen, what kind of questions will be asked to us, and how you can be prepared for it. So yeah, this video I have especially made for all of you who are having these kind of questions in your mind, and who have a kind of a scared or some kind of a feeling or butterflies in your stomach that what will actually happen in your consulate interview. So you don't have to be worried about anything, and I'll just discuss everything about everything about it in today's video. But before proceeding, please do like, share and subscribe if you feel that this is something that you are looking for, or you have any additional questions, you can just drop down in the comment section below. So my consulate interview, so I have appeared for it about 6 months back, and the center that I have chosen for it was New Delhi. So so every time you are booking an appointment, you will be given to choose from 5 centers all over India, which are basically New Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, then Hyderabad, and one more is there. So you can just choose from any of these centers, and you can choose a date and a time, and accordingly you have to report in that particular embassy within that scheduled date and time. So for me it was Delhi, and I had to report to the US embassy there. So be sure, so first thing that you need to be taken care of is that you have to report your center at the exact time, and just try to actually be present a little early, because generally what happens that not you are not the only one who is appearing at that particular day. So you may have to find your center, you have to give yourself 5-10 minutes, additional 5-10 minutes, so that you can actually calm down, and whatever how many if you're traveling from a far off place, then at least you need to give that much of time so that you can just catch your breath, and you can just spend 10 minutes looking around and just free, not in a kind of a quick way basically. So yeah, just give that particular time to settle down, and then so yeah, that was for me. So I have to report to Delhi, and be sure you don't carry any kind of electronic gadgets or your phone. Nothing will be allowed inside. So everything that you're having, if you're having any electronic gadgets, or if you're wearing anything, be for me, I saw that most of the people there they were wearing casual formal clothes. But yeah, clothes are not something that is mandatory. You can wear any kind of comfortable clothes. It's not mandatory to wear formal or informal, but it should be decent and it should be comfortable. So yeah, that was about the clothes and what things will be allowed. And make sure that you carry with yourself a list of documents, whatever is applicable in your case. So for me, for example, I had to prepare 3 files containing documents, and files are allowed inside. So just files are allowed inside, only the files with documents. So what are documents that I had? I basically had my mark sheets, my 10th and 12th certificates, my date of birth. And apart from that, since I was applying for an L2 visa, and L2 visa is a spouse visa, so I had to carry the documents which can establish a relationship that I'm married. So for that I had to carry my marriage certificates, then marriage photographs, and apart from that you have to carry your marriage that card. Okay, so all these things are required. And apart from that, just the general documents that you have. For example, if you're employed somewhere, then you can carry your employment certificate or employment letter, verification letter of that, or you can have your relieving certificates, your tax forms and everything. So these are these are some of the documents, or these are the list of documents you can easily find in in the US embassy. If you search for a US visa, if you search for, you'll find these kind of documents. But if not, I'm telling you what all things I carried. So yeah, that was pretty much it. about the certificates, and like be prepared. Like it's not easy to manage these kind of files, and just to avoid any kind of confusions, it's always better that you carry a file with yourself, place these documents neatly inside file, so that like so when you enter, what will happen basically, they will just scrutinize you. They will allow you, like they will ask you to stand in a queue, and like one by one they will just see if you're not carrying any electronic gadgets or anything. So yeah, they will just scrutinize everything, and for that, like they'll ask you to keep your file away and your passport and everything. And then like they will check your number. If your date and time is like for that particular day, then you will be allowed inside. And once you're allowed inside, you like there are a lot of people. So in my case, like I have seen long queues, and like mostly the people were from F1 visa. Some of them have they were for the renewal of H2 visa, but for me like it was L2 visa. So like all sorts of people will be there of different visas. It's a long room basically, and in that room there are 5-6 windows. So through these windows you have to communicate with your embassy officer. So like there are numbers written on down or like on top of those windows. So once your turn comes, you have to like you will be given the card that which window you have to report to. So like depending on the card number, you have to just go to your consulate like officer, and then he'll ask you to produce your passport and your I-94 form. So every like these forms, they are pretty much like you will be knowing about these forms. So like it will just depend on what like kind of visa that you have applied for. And so for different people it will be different. For me, it was like they have asked me for my passport, and they have asked me for the I-94 of my spouse. So like I have to produce these two documents, and when I just gave them, so he was just he just saw those documents a little, like he just saw it, and meanwhile like he asked me questions regarding like where my spouse lives in US, which job he's currently like doing, and when we both got married. So yeah, those kind of stuff only he asked me. Then after that, like it's not something that you have to be scared of, and it's the questions are not at all difficult, especially if you're applying for L2 visa, because that's just a dependent visa, and they pretty much know that okay, this is your, like you have to be there. So it's not difficult at all. Just don't be like the only thing that they'll test is that you have the knowledge of where you will be going, why you will be going, and like if you will be doing a job or not over there. So yeah, just have those kind of clarity in mind, and then you should be pretty good. Then after that, like after you are done, they will just ask you to like hand over your passport to them. So like generally what happens that in your passport only your visa stamp gets printed. So like after you will hand over your passport to them, it will take around a week or so for the passport to be mailed to your email address. So the mailing address will be same as whatever you have like given in your DS 160. So yeah, after that, just you have to give your passport, and like you will get your passport with a visa stamp hopefully like after a week or so. And the same happened with me. I hope like you also get your visa pretty much soon. And yeah, that's all about the process, I think. And if you have any kind of questions in your mind, or you want to know anything or anything about the documents, or any other information, if you want to know about US or US visa or life in US, or any kind of questions that you have in mind, because I know that there are so many people who have not been to US, and this is I think their first time to like going there, or like in this process of applying to US visa. So there will be a lot of questions about what is the life in US. If you're having any questions or any kind of confusions in your mind regarding it, so do let me know. I'll just text you back, I'll reply you, and I will tell you like whatever is my experience till now. So yeah, I hope that helps in you in any case, and if it does, do like, share and subscribe our video. Yeah, so that's all. Have a nice day.